Hi everyone, I'm Sherry with Mature Beauty Studio, and today I wanted to cover the most frequently asked questions that I get about Seint Beauty. First question is, how long do the tins last? As you know, when you get our makeup, they come in these little tins, just like that. They pop out and you put them in one of these beautiful magnetic compacts, which come in all different sizes. So each color in your compact will probably last a different amount of time. Your main foundation color is going to be the one that you use the most. If you're using it every day, you can expect those to last 2 to 3 months. Your brightening highlight, you're not going to use as much product, and those are going to last 4 to 6 months. Your color correction, same thing, probably at least 6 to 8 months. Your contour, I've actually had mine for over a year. Your lip and cheek color, same thing, probably at least a year. So even though the tins are really small, they're gonna last you a really long time. The next question I get is, why does that color look so dark online? That seems too dark for my skin. Well, rest assured, I've been doing this long enough to know that these foundation colors are different than any other foundation you use. So you may have been matched to a color that perfectly matched your skin tone. You could hold the jar up and it would be exactly the same skin tone. These colors are a little bit different. Cream makeup is totally different and it really blends with your skin, and there's also some color correction qualities in each of these colors. So I'm not only looking at your skin tone, I'm looking at your undertones, I'm looking at anything that needs color correction. So when I recommend a color for you, it is going to be perfect for you, and if it is not, you have 30 days to return it or swap it out for a new color. So just understand, this is a little bit different system than anything you're used to, and that's why we have artists to actually look at your skin tone and make those decisions. Another question I get asked a lot is, what's the best brush for me to start with? Well, obviously that depends on what kind of coverage you like. And that's why I usually ask you on your color match, do you like light, medium, or full coverage? If you like light coverage, very light coverage, you're going to want a softer brush like the blend brush. If you want more of a medium coverage to full coverage, I usually recommend a brush like this. This is the 3D brush. This is a great starter brush. And again, with all our brushes, they're two-sided. So you're going to get one end that has a little bit more detail and one end that has a little bit more coverage. So you can't go wrong with any of our brushes, but I normally would recommend either the 3D brush, or if you like a really light coverage, the blend brush. Do I need to prime or set my makeup? Again, that's a great question, especially depending on your skin tone. If you have very oily skin, you're probably going to want to prime with a mattifying primer. Because this is a cream makeup, it's very moisturizing. And if you're already very oily, you're probably going to want to mattify this a little bit. As far as setting your makeup, I usually recommend setting our makeup either with our setting spray, and I'll either spritz it on my face or spray it on a damp perfector sponge and just kind of press it into our face. And if you feel like you don't like that dewy finish that a cream makeup gives you and you want to use a little setting powder, you can obviously do that to set your makeup as well. I find that if I use either a setting spray or a setting powder, it's going to give me a lot more longevity in my makeup. I usually go a good 8 hours without any of that, but if I'm going to be in an event or it's going to be hot and I feel my makeup might move a little bit, then I'm going to go ahead and use that setting spray or a setting powder. What size compact should I get? I know you're going to be tempted to get started with just the 4-tin compact, because you might be starting with your main highlight, your brightener, your contour, and your lip and cheek, and that's just 4 tins. But I will tell you that you will probably want more than that. Once you get started with Seint makeup, you're probably going to want a bronzer, you might want another lip and cheek color, you might want some eyeshadows. So I always recommend at least getting the palette 8, if not the palette 12. That way you have room to grow. And anytime you buy 4 tins of makeup, you're going to get a palette credit anyway, so you might as well use it to get just a little bit larger one than you think you're going to use right now. Do I need to get a bronzer or illuminator when I first order? Well, obviously you don't need to get anything that you don't want, but I always put them in as options because a bronzer is always great just to add a little sun-kissed glow to your makeup. Bella Bronzer is a color I recommend for quite a few people because it goes with so many skin tones. Illuminators are also just a great addition. They add just a bit of a shimmer, and you can put them on your cheekbones and the tip of your nose. Sometimes I even put it in the middle of my lipstick. They come in both creams and powders. If you want just a very subtle look, the cream is going to be perfect for you. If you want more of the what I call va-va-voom illumination, then you're going to want to go to one of our powder illuminators. They both come in so many shades, so you can't really go wrong using an illuminator. Hopefully I've answered some of your questions here today, but if you have any other ones, please reach out to me. I'm always here. That's what's so great about having a personal artist with Seint Beauty. I can help you along on your makeup journey, finding the best products for you and making recommendations along the way.